This is the real way to spend little money to do big things. In order to drive a cost-effective tractor, ODB used it. It is unbelievable that after a series of repairs at the repair shop, the tractor with a battle damage plate can become as good as a new one. Because this tractor needs to be repaired first, it is necessary to disassemble the track and then start to inspect the mechanical part to prevent safety hazards during the use of subsequent owners. During the disassembly process, due to the simple structure of the track and the sufficient manpower of the masters responsible for disassembly, it took more than half an hour. The outer accessories were disassembled very quickly. Due to the long time, the masters needed to disassemble and check the internal damage. Because this tractor does not have a large number of engines and gearboxes, which are the entire tractor frame, during the disassembly process, they could only remove the accessories on the engine at once. With the joint efforts of the apprentices, they only spent half an hour. After the engine, they only needed to separate the steel body from the gearbox through further disassembly to check the parts that need to be replaced inside. In order to speed up the repair progress, the apprentices began to disassemble the accessories on the rear axle, and the professional masters began to assemble the engine. There was no big problem with the shaft. The masters are assembling. They directly use brand new pistons. The gap between the cylinders is very large. If they are not replaced, the engine will definitely burn oil. After solving the main problem of the engine, the subsequent assembly is relatively simple. After all, this is a 3-cylinder diesel engine. The masters have successfully disassembled the transmission on the rear axle. The masters only need to conduct a detailed inspection of the interior. The engine has been basically assembled. In order to improve the subsequent rust resistance, the rust on the rear axle of the machine is removed. Although there is no special tool to assist, the operation of these young apprentices is still very meticulous. After the gearbox is checked to ensure that there is no problem inside, the gear mechanism can be installed back. Then, with the tacit assistance of several masters, the gearbox is installed on the rear axle. After docking, the masters only need to tighten the fixing bolts with a quick hand speed, then install the engine. After the powertrain of the entire tractor has been inspected, the repair is now complete. Next, the masters will perform a series of extremely white-faced operations. Now the main body of the tractor has been installed. The masters need to carefully clean the entire body. Through careful operations, the oil stains accumulated on the surface of the tractor for many years are cleaned. Next, the master needs to remove all the tires for easy spraying. After towing, the master will first spray a layer of anti-rust primer. The steel rims with serious rust are sprayed with white paint. After the anti-rust primer on the frame is dried, the bright black paint will be sprayed. Although the environment of this roadside workshop is relatively simple, the entire spraying process is still very fast and has been completed. The masters have purchased a new baffle and the control line number of the entire track. Like this big collapse tractor, its control principle is relatively simple. There is no computer version and complex sensors. The whole assembly process is very fast. Since these exterior decoration panels are all original car matching, there will be no big deviation in the installation. This IRA was finally repaired in 2017. How much rupees would it cost to refurbish it like this?